everybody. Welcome back to the half hour of power. I am Joe. Brandon is here. And
Yo, Joe, what do
hey,
you know?
man, this was quite an exciting movie. Here we have special guest Mark from the Toys of the Time Gone By. And
Top of the morning to you.
hey, and I bet. I bet this movie doesn't have any toys for you to talk about on your show, Mark.
I don't think there's a toy for. Yeah, no, I don't think there is one.
Well, there are plenty of Frankenstein toys, but none for this movie, probably.
NECA should get on that right now.
They should. As you can see behind Mark, his background is the monster's face.
Mm-hmm. He's so gorgeous, unbelievable.
And I got a green background, and Brandon wanted a green background too. So
Well, at least yours says Frankenstein on the back of it.
yes, we are still having some technical problems, which we are working on. Some of those,
Headache.
of course, take they take longer than we would like. Of course, we wanted them solved 5 minutes ago, but they won't be solved for 5 months. Feels like, but
Weak.
we, we're gonna, we're going to go through this and persevere and trust that the people that like what we're doing will forgive the technical anomalies we have sometimes.
See, Mark does appear sometimes. See,
Mark,
Yeah, I disappear a little. Yeah.
So here we are. We are on. I've never seen this one. Have you seen this one before, Brandon?
Nope.
Mark, have you seen this one before?
No, I haven't seen it before.
This is the Dan Curtis production of Frankenstein. So, Brandon, are you ready for the Rotten Tomatoes?
I can't believe it's on Rotten Tomatoes, but yeah.
Exactly. Me neither. What is your guess for the critic score, Brandon?
Critic score for this movie 30.
That's exactly right. 0. there are no critics reviews on the Rotten Tomatoes for this. So to be fair, no critic has gone on there to review it because they are spineless weasels that I don't know, maybe they're afraid. I don't know. There are audience scores, though. Audience, it's not scores. There are audience reviews, I should say. The audience reviews make up the score. So, what do you think that has, Brandon? What is it?
$50.
That's right, 0. But there are fewer than 50 reviews.
So wait. So there's 50 reviews.
Fewer than 50.
Watching it.
Fewer than 50.
Fewer than 50, but they didn't add up as a score?
Apparently not. Apparently there's just not enough there to give it a score. So maybe between the three of us, we can come up with a score.
Oh, really?
By the end of the show. But instead of that, we can do the IMDb thing because there is a rating on there for it. So what is your guess for IMDb? This is a 0 out of 10 scale. So what do you think, Brandon?
2.9.
Nope. I'm going to let Mark have a guess now. I know he's over there chomping at the bit. What is your guess?
He is chopping.
I kind of think the score on there would be like a 1.5.
1.5?
1.5.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't know.
Doc, you're the one that liked it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I'm not sure if many people would like it.
Well, 6 is
Huh?
the score on IMDb. It's got a 6.
So
You
it
got
did
a
get
6?
6.
Wow.
Got a 6, even. So on IMDb, there's enough ratings to get it a score. So there we are. Now, man, I can't remember. Did you find this one or did I find this one, Brandon?
I found it.
Okay, good. So this is good because last year when we were doing Dracula, we did the Dan Curtis version of Dracula.
Yep.
So it's only fitting that we get to do the Dan Curtis version of Frankenstein during the Frankenstein run.
Well, the funny thing is this in a Dan Curtis universe?
You think this is a Dan Curtis cinematic universe right here? That includes Dracula, Frankenstein, Barnabas Collins, and Kolchak the Night Stalker.
Dang. I know.
The
all that.
multiverse.
He
Dan
did.
Curtis
He did.
multiverse.
He did quite a bit. I mean, he
The
did a
Dan
lot.
Curtis multiverse.
And I only named a few things. So there we are. So what is this one about? Here we go. Is everybody ready for this?
Oh, yeah.
A scientist obsessed with creating life steals body parts to put together his creation. Yeah, that's pretty much what it's about.
That's almost every
Sounds familiar.
movie.
It does. It does. So this one, I didn't really recognize anybody in here. Mark, you recognized somebody.
Yes, I did. Willie Ames.
And who did he play?
He played the little brother.
Oh, he played William.
Where is he from? Is what I mean.
Oh, he's from
Also.
Eight is Enough, Charles in Charge. I think he played Bible Man or something like that.
Okay.
Bible Man? He used to come
One
on,
of those Bible superheroes he played.
I think it was Bible Man because I remember that show. I used to watch it when I was younger.
And he was also in The Odd Couple. He actually played Leonard in an early episode of The Odd Couple.
Okay. Who else is in this? You've got Robert Foxworth as Dr. Victor Frankenstein, Bo Svensson
Stevenson?
as Svensson.
Isn't it Stevenson?
I don't know. I don't know how I'm saying that. I'm sorry. He is the giant. Susan Strasberg is Elizabeth. Wow, I didn't even notice that. Brandon, is Elizabeth Henry's sister? Sister in this movie? Because the IMDb listing is Elizabeth Clerval and then Henry Clerval.
Yeah, because she said I guess because she said you're like my dear brother to me. I guess it just went like with that, I guess.
Okay.
Because she said that when she was like, you need to talk to him. He was like, I know. She's like, you're like a dear brother to me. He connects with you more than he connects with me.
Man.
The only reason
Marc,
I know from her is because I just have to watch the movie.
Yeah, I just finished it a couple hours ago. Mark, did you catch if they were brother and sister?
You know what? Something I really had no idea. I thought it was like a good friend of his, and you know what I mean.
Well, because if you go over, let me see if it's on the Rotten Tomatoes. Okay, so the Rotten Tomatoes lists her character's name as Elizabeth Lavenza. So who knows? All right,
I honestly thought that guy Henry was Adam West in the beginning.
You did?
He kind of reminded me of Adam West in the beginning, but then he turned his head and I knew it wasn't Adam West. I was like, "Was that Adam West?"
Okay, so that is Robert Gentry, who he did a lot of soaps, All My Children, Guiding Light, stuff like that. He recently passed away. September of 2022.
She passed away too. She's not alive.
Let's see, Susan Strasberg. Let's see. What else was she in? Yeah. Okay. Picnic, Capo, Roller Coaster. A lot of stuff. Yeah. Here we go. A lot of stuff. Tales of the Unexpected. Tales from the Dark Side.
Yep.
Remington Steele. Murder, She Wrote. Okay. But yeah, I didn't really recognize, at least by name, the people in it. Now,
Well, Bo Stevenson.
Synthesis.
He was in Walking. What's it called? Walking Tall.
Yeah, he was in Inglourious Bastards, the Tarantino movie, and the other one. The
Yeah, he had a
original
walk on. Yeah, he had a
He
walk
was
on. now.
in, yeah, Walking Tall, the final chapter. He's in Kill Bill. Yeah, I mean, he's done a lot. He's just one of those character actors who does a lot, and you would, you kind of might recognize him. Here he is, a young man with long, flowing, golden locks, not quite as well kept locks as Luke Goss from the Hallmark Frankenstein. He was not quite the fashion model in this one as he was in the Hallmark. And here again, you got his face is kind of scarred up, but I don't know. I just don't know if he's as monstrous as he could be. He's got, I mean, he's dressed in black pants and a black suit coat, and he's got the, kind of reminiscent of Karloff, how he was dressed. I can, that's all right.
And he's got platform shoes on.
Yeah, and he has those. So what about you, Brandon? Is he monstrous enough for you or what? No, he says that's a no. All right, Mark, comes down to you for the tiebreaker. Was this makeup, was it monstrous enough for you?
No, it just wasn't. Honestly, it just looks like a regular guy.
The Curse of Frankenstein creature looks more monstrous than this monster in this TV.
Frankenberry looks more monstrous.
Wait. Brandon,
yeah,
Brandon is saying he likes the monster in the Curse of Frankenstein.
I don't really like. I say he looks better.
Now, Karloff,
I'll take it.
Looks way more monstrous than this. Karloff, that was really good. This guy don't look monstrous.
He does.
The people just can scream and go.
Yeah, so in the book, he's supposed to be at the side of him. He's supposed to look off and not right. So in this one, they put some scars on his face. They put some scars around his ankles and his wrists. And there you go. And this is disappointing. Man, the way this starts is just bizarre to me. Did you like the opening, Brandon, where he's yelling at all the other scientists?
I literally, because you see the trailer for it first.
Yeah.
So I thought that was like in the middle of the movie, but then when I started the movie, yeah, that was the beginning, and I was just like,
yeah.
Why?
Yeah, so he's got two buddies helping him out. Both of them are students at the university. Otto and what was the other guy's name?
I don't know.
He dies really early.
Yeah, he dies at the graveyard.
His other helper, Hugo, maybe, right?
I think that's what it was.
I know Otto.
And then in this one also you got the added characters. You got the flipping of the characters. The blind man is not blind. His daughter is blind.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wait. We're going way ahead.
Yes, we are. We're
going way ahead.
We are.
There's a lot of other things in the beginning.
There was a lot, yeah. But I just.
And it's funny. He went from saying one word, he couldn't even talk, and then all of a sudden he's fluent and all this.
Well,
I understand the reason why.
In this one, he does listen, and they don't tell us how long he listened to those lessons. In this movie, but he did listen to the lessons where she was teaching Safi English. Now, Safi's
Yeah,
in the
from-
book.
Yeah, I was gonna say now certain things
Yeah.
are really close to the book in this TV and movie show because I wasn't expecting Sophie to be in there.
Yeah, I didn't think she's going to be in it either.
Now, when the daughter was blind, that was a throwback. I was like, why her?
Yeah.
So they had to make him have some type of a love interest. And then two, I didn't know that they had a whole family living there. According to the book, it was just only does the son, the daughter, daughter-in-law, daughter, and Sophie, and
Yeah, and Safi, she moves in there a little bit later.
yeah, she comes later on. And no, even in the book, it don't tell us how long it took him to learn the language.
Yeah.
So, that was just a toss up there. So,
Yeah. Man, but here again, we got the monster is pretty much created, but they spend some time on the creation.
well,
What do they choose to go with, Brandon?
they went with a heart.
Well, I mean, with the catalyst to bring the monster to life.
Of course, electricity. They
Yeah,
use the
lightning.
thunderstorm.
Use the lightning again. And yeah. So what was the one piece they were missing to complete the monster there in the beginning?
They was missing just a heart.
And whose heart did they use? Didn't this
They used the guy that went with
cause tears for you? Didn't it make you tear up a little bit?
No.
When he was begging him, I beg you, don't let me die.
Make me immortal. I will
Put
be
that heart in there. What do you think about that, Mark? Did you like that? Did that make you well up with tears?
It was a very sad moment in that movie, and I had to turn it off for a minute.
We are heartless. We're heartless, Brandon. Mark is over there like crying, and
really, Mark?
we're over here irritated.
It was sad.
Okay.
Get you some tissue.
Yeah. Get that tissue
Oh my
God. So then you have the monster wake up finally after they thought. Here again, they do that thing where the monster doesn't wake up immediately, but you get the explosions and little things like that. Then the monster wakes up. And they teach it. But of course, Victor has to run off immediately because his father, I was not impressed with the way they wrote his father. I don't know. Victor seemed like just a total jerk face in this too.
Yeah, he kind of did.
I mean, he's kind of a jerk in the book too, but he's not. I mean, I don't know if I'm wording that right. He's kind of maybe he's more of a jerk in this movie. He's not as big of a jerk in the book, is he?
Not really.
And then here again, we're going to jump ahead a little bit again, Brandon. The monster's not angry enough again.
No, he wasn't angry.
So yeah, Luke Goss, his monster in the Hallmark movie, he's not angry enough. It's probably because of his fabulous hair and eyebrows.
Well, this monster kills people by accident.
Well, so did Luke Goss. It's just
by accident.
Play.
See, I don't understand that. It's the same thing. So he kills William in the Hallmark movie.
Play.
Yeah, he kills William in the Hallmark movie and is upset about it. Didn't mean to do it. Same deal in this movie. He kills William and he's upset about it. Didn't mean to do it. And he's crying and asking for forgiveness.
Well, he kills Otto.
Well, he kills Otto.
He don't mean it.
He didn't mean to, and he was very. He was a child. Yeah, so he did. But when he killed William, he knew what he was doing. He just didn't know his own strength. But still, I don't know. Have we, out of all the Frankenstein movies we've covered so far, Brandon, Have we had one where the monster is angry enough yet?
No.
No, exactly. We haven't. They're all crying, and one of them wants to hear Figaro all the time. This one just wants to play with balls.
Okay.
And Luke Goss just wanted to comb his hair. I don't know. Christopher Lee's monster wasn't around long enough to get angry. And the Edison's Frankenstein was too short.
But I like that one.
So we'll
Frankenstein
see.
was good.
Well, yeah, but he wasn't angry in it.
No, he wasn't
Was he?
angry, but I like the way they made him
You
Frankenstein.
think he was?
I mean, who
So-
did he kill?
Well, I mean, it's like 12-minute movie. I mean,
Yeah. So,
but so we'll have to see when we get to the Patrick Berg and Randy Quaid Frankenstein. We'll see that, and
Oh no, Randy Quaid Frankenstein?
yeah,
don't
we're
forget,
gonna
don't forget, you
course.
got good old
Mary Shelley.
Cousin Eddie Frankenstein?
Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
yeah.
Yeah, you remember that, Morris? Like 1993 Frankenstein movie, TNT.
I didn't see that one.
I know.
Yeah. I can't wait till we get on to Mary Shelley and Frankenstein. Oh my god.
Yeah, we're gonna get there. Oh, we're gonna get there.
It's so amazing, invigorating.
Well, so is this. So this one was shot on video, and it looks it.
Oh, I'm glad you said that. Why do most of the Daniel Curtis movies seem like all of them was made to TV movies?
He worked in TV a lot.
Well, that explains a lot.
I don't think the Dracula movie looked like it was shot on video.
It was shot on TV. It was a TV movie.
Yeah, but that doesn't. It could be shot on film.
It didn't look like it.
You don't think the Dan Curtis Dracula looked like it was shot on film?
No.
I gotta
look
watch
that one up.
that now.
Yeah, because this was definitely shot on video. Most definitely.
Yeah. Like it came out. This one came out before Dracula.
Yes. Now the other thing is the BBC 1977. That was shot on video.
Honestly, I don't know because British movies all look the same.
Well, if it's shot on film, there's a distinctive look. It ups the quality just a little bit, and then you just it does.
I don't know because we said there was one movie that I said that it had to been a low budget movie because it didn't look like it was filmed actually in the studio. It was filmed in a studio, but filmed on
like a sound stage with a cardboard set.
Basically, like back then when I took theater classes.
Yeah. So which one?
Which one or what?
What movie are you talking about that we talked about?
I want to say it was Dracula.
That one? I don't know. We'll have to look at that again. But
please no, please don't, no, please.
Well, no, I'm not going to watch it again. I'm just going to look it up, and we can talk about it a little bit. But yeah, this one was definitely that hurt this one quite a bit, I think.
Oh, that's the going straight to tape. That's the only thing that hurt it.
Well, there's a lot of other things that hurt it, but what I mean is Frankenstein: A True Story is a TV movie. Doesn't look like it was shot on video. It was probably shot on film. That's the big difference. Came out the same year. This one, according to this info that I found, was broadcast January of 1973 on ABC. Now,
Wasn't even born yet.
Frankenstein: The True Story was released between November 30th and December 1st, 1973. So this came out the end of the year.
So I guess I should ask.
So And when we were talking about Frankenstein, the true story, we liked how it looked. We liked the production design, the production value there, the look of the film looked pretty good. This one, I don't know. I think the sets are good, but they're all empty. When they're running through the town, there's nothing there. There's nobody there.
No,
It's
actually,
just
I think it was the Frankenstein the true story because I thought it was a movie, and you said that it was an actual TV to movie.
yeah.
So I didn't know if it was like that or not, but I don't know what they used, but
That one looked like it was shot on film.
I guess it just don't feel like it to me.
Well, if you're watching a movie and you see it, there's just no question that it wasn't shot on film. If you have doubts in your mind, it was probably shot on film.
Well, you
Because
could tell with this movie, it was definitely shot.
Yeah,
in video.
Frankenstein: A True Story. Was this shot on video? Type questions going in my head. There was nothing.
Well, it's the
like
first
that.
thing I said to you, right?
Well, yeah, about this
I
Frankenstein,
said this.
but I'm talking about Frankenstein: The True Story.
No, but this one, I mean.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I'm talking about Frankenstein: The True Story. When I was watching that, I never had a thought that it was shot on video. So, Mark, you need to go back and take a look at Frankenstein: The True Story and see what you think.
Yeah, I watched that. I'm gonna watch it.
So here's a question.
Yeah.
So I'm low key watching The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll. That's also a Dan Curtis movie, and that came out in 1968.
Yeah.
And I guess that'd be straight to video. Well, not straight to video, but recorded video. Because it looks like a BBC recording to me.
It could be. I've never seen that. We might get to that since you're watching it while we're supposed to be doing a show.
I am doing a show. It's catching my attention. I'm sorry.
Well, turn it off and finish it later. That's how we do it.
Nice movie. Really colorful.
See, maybe that wasn't shot, but I've not seen that. I've thought about watching it. We'll check it out. But that really hurt this movie. I mean, other than that, I think the sets look pretty good. They would look different if it was shot on film.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, the set all in all, I mean, it was kind of like a Hammer movie because I mean, they didn't really go to places.
Yeah, very few locations.
Yeah, I mean, they had the 2 window locations where they looked over, like they looked on the second floor, and then they had both the laboratory and like the dining room, and then outside scenes, which looked like they were still filmed in the same area.
Yeah, all of them look like
You know what? There's one part in this movie when Otto, when the creature kills Otto, so Dr. Frankenstein comes back, and now he has to hide this. So I just thought that was kind of like no questions asked. The guy was like, Otto died, and he's like, how did he die? He must have been looking at his telescope and he just fell out the window. Like, I just was like, wait a minute. That was the most ridiculous.
Well, it was funny, but he did set that up so there was a telescope.
Yeah, he did.
But
it was a ridiculous, like that. Everything. Oh, he must have just leaned down a little farther.
Leaned out too far.
Oh, here's one when they went to the guy they took the heart out of. They was like, we're gonna say they was mountain climbing and he fell off in a mountain.
Yeah, the
mountain climb.
That mountain climbing is worse than him falling out a window.
Yeah, I was sitting there like, so how y'all gonna stage that? But evidently they didn't. He's like, we'll just bury him. I was like, did they bury him in the backyard? Because there was no, I didn't see no plots or anything in the back.
But there's not even a question asked at all. There's not even.
Well, it was his dad, and I don't know. I didn't like. I wasn't that impressed with that part either, Mark. It was just.
I mean, like that was like, okay, well, they just, I guess they were when of course they were on a budget and they had to figure something out. So I guess that's what they had to do. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. But there's Victor again. Victor loves his monster.
I don't know. That was kind of back. It was kind of love hate.
Well, I mean, in the beginning, he's like, there's, I don't know, there's not very many.
I mean, he was getting ready to shoot him in the head.
Yeah, but you know, when he's first
turned
created,
around.
remember when he's first created in the book, he's like horrified when he opens his eyes. There's something wrong with that creature's eyes that makes him like, oh crap. And he runs off and falls asleep. There's not that many movies so far that have done that.
His eyes was shiny.
Right. I
Had
mean,
a
the Hallmark did it. 1910 Frankenstein did it. But he's like, loves the monster.
Yeah,
So,
they can love with the
more so
monster.
love with his creation more than just the monster.
yeah, well, I mean, that's what I mean. He in the book, he doesn't. He gets horrified by what he had done.
Mhm.
He's horrified by the appearance of the creature when it has life in it.
Especially the blonde hair.
Well, I don't know.
He probably thought that his wife was going to leave him for the monster.
Well, he probably could have killed her and brought her to life, but he does. Oh, he does go and learn at the family, like we talked about. That's correct. He does go try to meet the family. That's right. He does horrify the family. They do attack him.
And I
You got to get that right, Brandon. What do you think?
Yeah, in some parts they did.
What about the creation of the monster? Go ahead, Mark. I mean, the creation of the bride.
Oh, the creation of the bride? Yeah, well, you use electricity too, but he didn't want it. He decided he wasn't going to let her live. So he made a promise to the creature that he would, and the creature said he would leave. He would never bother him again if I can have what you have.
Yeah. And, that was kind of neat. You know, the creature didn't realize that was Victor from the very beginning. He didn't realize who that was and didn't understand why he knew him.
That was weird.
But there's another thing that I don't remember if we talked about this. It seems like we have talked about this on the show, Brandon. Okay. So the brain that they gave this creature was a professor, right? If I heard that right. Yeah. And they both expected, Otto and Victor both expected there to be some memory from when he was the professor. So they give him the telescope, which he breaks. And they can't figure out why there's no memory in there. I thought that was kind of neat because usually they don't say anything about that in the movie.
Well, he did also say the electricity might have wiped the memories.
Yeah.
From the brain. But they did give an explanation of maybe why.
Mm-hmm. What did you think about that, Mark?
Well, yeah, I kind of thought that, I was thinking in my head it could have been, should have been smarter. But I guess when you're brought back to life after you've been dead, maybe you have to relearn shit. I don't know, but he learned though. But he did have
stuff.
Huh? What? He did it. He did learn. I mean, maybe it took a little more time to learn.
Yeah. What else does this get right, Brandon?
Oh, the killing of Elizabeth.
I was thinking the same thing. Like that, because I think that's the only other thing that it really gets right.
Yeah.
Kills Elizabeth on the wedding night, and this was silly. He has to go sign the book to make it to make their marriage legal. Why didn't he just take Elizabeth with him?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Stay here, lock the door.
Like, why?
Well,
Yeah.
I think this is an ongoing thing because they all say that after all these movies are watched.
If
They
they
all
were
say that.
traveling a day, right, to
Mhm.
get to this place, how the heck did the monster get there? Like, I don't even understand how the monster
Well,
got
see, that's kind of funny too, because this monster always kind of walked with a weird limp, and all the others they end up, not all the others, but I don't remember. Did Luke Goss continue to walk with a limp, or did he get better?
Yeah, he said he had a small limp. It wasn't as big as it was.
But he walked. Yeah, he walked a lot better in that one, and the true story, he walked pretty well in that one too.
Yeah, because
But I mean,
he was normal.
in the book, he's supposed to like his walking over any kind of terrain is Sasquatch like.
I
He
don't
can
know.
go anywhere.
That was kind of weird, though. That he,
Yeah, because you
did he
see the
get
creature walking and he's like limping away from Victor after he killed Elizabeth, and like, why isn't he going faster if he kept up with the carriage?
uh,
Yeah. Well, this really doesn't get much else right, does it, Brandon?
No,
So,
like they don't mention anything about his mother. Let's like talk about the key people that the whole book is
Justine,
about. There's no Justine. They don't talk about his mother. Yeah, they kill off William. They don't talk about he. Okay, so technically in the book and in certain movies, he don't even go that far with the bride.
yeah.
He destroys it and dumps it in the river. But that's not even in the movie. I mean, there was just a lot of key things that what the book is talking about is not in it. Everybody focuses just on the creation.
Yeah, they seem to do that a lot. So, and we've been talking about this a lot. I just don't understand some of the choices they made. I mean, it's not that hard to make it. I get you probably would have to deviate just a little bit based on your budget, but I don't know that they really needed to deviate as much as they did. And unless we were to listen to the DVD commentary, I don't know if I'm ever going to figure that out.
Nah.
Mark will do it. He'll listen to the DVD commentary for us.
sure, I'll do it.
I don't want to sit through that again.
Let us know what they have
I
to
don't mind.
say, right?
I don't know. I wouldn't mind watching it again.
Oh, so Mark, you liked this more than Brandon and I.
I think I kind of enjoyed the movie.
You
I wasn't
enjoy
that
it?
I wasn't that impressed with this one, and I probably wouldn't watch it again. What about
No,
you, Brandon?
no, I will not watch it again.
All right.
Uh,
So does that mean that we have certified this rotten?
Spoil rotten.
I don't
So
think
we
it's
got
wrong.
we got two negative reviews, Brandon and me, and then one positive review.
Oh,
I mean, people have to judge for themselves, you know.
They do, but we're just
true.
trying to give it a Rotten Tomato score. I would still recommend you go watch it for yourself and see what you think.
If you're gonna take it the way it is as a TV movie, you know, it's not that bad. It's a TV movie. Not that bad. It's
Oh,
not like it was sent over. It's not like it was a movie in the theaters, and you know what I mean. It's not that way.
well, I'm glad it wasn't. But also too is also missing Captain Roberts.
Yeah, you don't have the wraparound story, Arctic story. Now, That was the thing about Frankenstein, the true story. That is the first one that had the Arctic scene in it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's another thing, and we talked about this a little bit on Frankenstein, the true story. These both came out in 1973. You had Flesh for Frankenstein come out in 1973. Blackenstein came out in 1973.
Wait, what?
You heard me.
There's an actual Blackenstein.
Yeah, there's Blackula, there's
I
Blackenstein.
didn't see that.
Blackula, yeah, I knew about that.
I
But
didn't see
nobody talked about-
Blackenstein.
What?
Nobody talked about that.
I never even
Well,
seen
you
it.
know what that means, Brandon. We're gonna have to do that.
Oh, I'm excited for that because I never even heard.
Is it
of
on Tubi?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to look it up, and we'll have to do it. We'll figure out when we do it.
That is crazy. I thought it was only Blackula.
Yeah. So then this is all in the same year. You got this Frankenstein movie. Then you have Frankenstein: The True Story. Then there's something called Spirit of the Beehive, which I'm not sure what that is. I never heard of that. It must
Wait,
just
you know
have
what?
some kind of a Frankenstein monster in it.
Peter Dinklage is going to be pissed because there's no Midgetstein.
There is, and I've never seen these.
No
There
way.
is the Mini Munsters. So
No.
it makes it sound like a midget monster show, but it's not. It's a cartoon of the Munsters. Yeah.
Peter Dinklage, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He'd be all right.
Anyway, I don't know what else to say about this one.
Honestly, there's nothing more to
Not
say.
much else to say.
No, because
I mean, let me say this. I think we talked about it just a little bit. The pacing is off on this. This movie was a slog to me to sit through. This was like, man, there's just nothing going on in it. Nothing that made me want to see it again.
It is kind of a long movie.
And the sad part is it's 2 hours. That's it.
that's the sad part.
The Hallmark one is 3 hours, and the Frankenstein True Story I watched is 3 hours. And,
Okay. So Blackenstein is on Tubi, and it's for free, and it's on Amazon Prime Video for free.
Really? I'm
Yes.
gonna have to watch that tomorrow.
All right, we will do that.
That was wow, Joe just brought something up there that I didn't even know.
You're welcome.
That's good because now I'm gonna watch it.
Is Foxy Brown going to be in it?
No,
Is she slays the Frankenstein beast?
No, she's not in. I think she's in Blackula Scream, Blackula Scream, something like that.
Scream, Blackula Scream, which we've been
was a
talking
good
about
one.
doing. We've been talking about doing the Blackula movies, and we haven't done
All
that.
right.
Yet,
Well,
so
I'll do
probably
it.
probably what we'll do is we'll do a block. We'll do Blackula Scream, and Blackenstein.
Yeah, that'd be
I'll
great.
be in it.
All in a row.
I saw those when I was a little kid.
I'm really upset with myself as a movie guy. I did not know that.
I didn't
really
see
upset with-
Blackenstein though. I
Yeah,
just saw
all right.
Blackula and Blackula Scream. But I saw those when I was a kid.
Yeah.
We had this thing on was called Fright Night.
Yeah.
And I would stay up and watch that as a little kid. We would watch all these old movies on a weekend, and it was like what you have, you know what I mean? It's almost like Chiller.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Chiller Theater.
We have the best horror host in our
Sammy Terry
region is the best horror host.
Sammy
Terry
Terry.
is the best.
It'd be nice if we can get him on the show.
Could be someday. It could be.
That's
anyway,
his son, right?
What's your final thoughts on this Frankenstein movie, Mark?
I would have to say, to me, it wasn't that bad. Judge for yourself. It's free to watch. Go see it.
Brandon, final thoughts?
Yeah. Final thoughts on this movie is it's a little drawn out movie. They hit a few points in the movie that was in the book, not fully. I really wouldn't say this was a Frankenstein movie per se. They could have done something else.
What?
Like,
What is that?
no.
What do you mean?
Just because the dude's name is Frankenstein, it don't make it a Frankenstein movie.
But he brings a creature to life, and it's based on her book.
They all bring every movie brings somebody to life.
Yeah, but this is actually a Frankenstein movie that's trying to tell the story of the book.
But they didn't try. Let's be honest.
I hear you. They're not trying that well, and some of them you can give a good pass to, like Curse of Frankenstein.
Well, here's this. Here's what I say about that. This was a 2-hour movie. They could have did the book is not that long.
Yeah, they could have done. Yeah, I don't know, 3 hours maybe for the book.
I
To
mean,
do it right.
they could have done 2 hours
and a
of what
half?
they did. Yeah.
You could have like a good 2.5 hour cut, and then a 3 hour final cut, and it would be a good version of the book as a movie.
Yeah, because like I said, the book. What I did, I was a day, maybe a day and a half.
Yeah,
That was it.
yeah, that was the audio book, right?
Right.
Yeah, the audio book is. Yeah, you can burn through that, and if you read it, you can burn through that too.
Yeah. I mean, but this
Okay.
for the running time for this movie. What I'm saying is, it's not a Frankenstein type movie to me. Yes, it's based off the book, but just saying, you didn't have any of the key characters of the Frankenstein story in the book. You had the key characters that mattered to drove Frankenstein the way that he is. You just see him just all of a sudden he's just like a crazed mad scientist.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, same for me. I don't know that I would watch this again unless I was with somebody who was like, "Man, I really, really want to see that. Will you watch that with me?" and I might watch it again. But I am glad that I saw it. So there you have that. Now, Mark, from the Toys of the Time Gone By,
Yeah.
what do you got coming up for us on your show?
Well, there's some new stuff coming out right now that I'm going to talk about. It is the Turtles of Grayskull. Brandon, the Turtles of Grayskull. Look that up.
Turtles are Grayskull.
You know what?
Look that up.
Oh God.
What is this? The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle crossover crap again?
It's a crossover, and it is slated for January of 2024.
You know what? I am disappointed in you, Mark.
Why?
This is October, and he is not doing any horror toys. Although the turtle crossover toys for me are mostly horrible.
They are.
Well, you saw the classic monster turtles, right?
I am deeply unimpressed with them taking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toys and then mashing them up with other toys.
They mash them up with everything.
Yeah, I just don't.
They're doing the Stranger Things one too now.
Yeah.
The Stranger Things,
toys.
Motu Stranger Things.
Yeah, see, just silliness. So, but I'm disappointed Mark is not doing any real.
Brandon's like, I need that.
Yeah. All right. So, Brandon, what should people do if they like what we're doing?
You should like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and follow us on Spotify and iTunes.
All right. We'll talk to you all next time.
Later, guys. This is cool.